Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. A lot has been happening in the Bloodline storyline recently. From the Solo Sikoa-led faction brutalizing Roman Reigns, which put him on the sidelines, to Jacob Fatu relinquishing the WWE Tag Team titles, the last few weeks in the Bloodline saga have been quite eventful. Given the recent turn of events, fans are eager to see what's next in this entertaining storyline. To feed into this widespread curiosity, here are 4 bold predictions for the Bloodline program following Bash in Berlin. 4. Solo Sikoa recruits Rikishi as the new Wiseman. The Bloodline humiliated and victimized the Wiseman, Paul Heyman, before kicking him out of the faction a while back. While there were murmurs that the leader of the stable, Solo Sikoa, could soon recruit a new Wiseman, that hasn't happened yet. That said, things may finally change as the Street Champion could recruit his father, Rikishi, into the faction. The WWE Hall of Famer could make a return to replace Paul Heyman as the Wiseman of Solo's bloodline. 3. The Usos could join the Bloodline due to Rikishi. If Rikishi does return as the new Wiseman, he could make some big decisions to strengthen the Bloodline. While many expect the Usos to side with Roman Reigns in the upcoming Bloodline Civil War, that may not happen. The creative could swerve fans by having Rikishi play Cupid between his 3 sons the Usos and Solo Sikoa, reuniting them against Reigns. While Jey Uso's singles career has arguably gone nowhere on Raw, Jimmy has been on the sidelines due to an injury. Rikishi could first play a key role in reuniting the Usos before coercing them to join Solo's faction. The legend could get all his 3 sons on the same page to form a formidable force. 2. Hikuleo debuts and takes out Cody Rhodes. Solo Sikoa declared on the recent episode of SmackDown that he would go after the winner of the undisputed WWE title match between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens at Bash in Berlin. Given the American Nightmare prevailed over the prizefighter at the spectacle, the Street Champion will be Rhodes' next challenger. Meanwhile, there have been rumors of Solo recruiting Tama Tonga's half-brother Hikuleo into his faction, and that could happen next week on SmackDown. The 6'8" monster could blindside Cody Rhodes before decimating him on Solo Sikoa's orders. 1. Roman Reigns returns with Zilla Fatu and Paul Heyman. Roman Reigns has been on the sidelines ever since he was brutalized by the Bloodline a few weeks ago on SmackDown. The original tribal chief may return shortly to settle his score with the Solo-led stable. However, Reigns may not return alone, as he could be accompanied by Zilla Fatu and Paul Heyman. Zilla, who is the son of the late, Great Umaga, is rumored to join the Big Dogs faction after he acknowledged Roman Reigns on social media. The 250-pound monster could be the original tribal chief's new enforcer. Meanwhile, Paul Heyman, who has been on the sidelines ever since he was kicked out of the Bloodline, was seen backstage with Reigns at SummerSlam. Hence, it won't come as a surprise if he returns alongside Roman Reigns and Zilla to confront Solo Sikoa. In the wake of the explosive Bash in Berlin event, the wrestling world is abuzz with speculation about the future of the Bloodline. With Roman Reigns making a dramatic return accompanied by a 250-pound monster and a legendary figure, and the Usos potentially reuniting with Solo Sikoa, the landscape of WWE is set for seismic shifts. Here are 4 bold predictions for the Bloodline saga as we move forward from the Berlin spectacle. 1. The Bloodline forms an unstoppable new alliance. **** Roman Reigns' return with a colossal 250 pounds enforcer and a renowned wrestling legend signifies a new era for the Bloodline. The enforcer, identified as the towering Jacob Fatu, brings unmatched physical prowess, while the legend, none other than the iconic Rikishi, lends a storied legacy and unmatched experience to the faction. This alliance, combining brute strength and wrestling heritage, will create an unstoppable force in WWE. With Jacob Fatu's explosive power and Rikishi's strategic mind, the Bloodline will dominate WWE programming. Their combined might will be utilized to dismantle top contenders and rival factions, asserting their dominance in both the singles and tag team divisions. The Usos, joining forces with Solo Sikoa, will find their place in this new, formidable lineup. The Usos' high-flying style will complement Fatu's raw power, while Solo Sikoa's enforcer role and the Usos' agility create a balanced, dominant force. 2. The Usos and Solo Sikoa forge their own path ***. As the bloodline expands, the Usos and Solo Sikoa will carve out their individual paths within the faction. Despite the apparent unity, internal dynamics will become a focal point. The Usos, having long been integral to the bloodline's success, might feel overshadowed by the new additions. Their deep-rooted family loyalty will be tested as Solo Sikoa's rise as a powerful enforcer leads to potential friction. Solo Sikoa will emerge as a dominant singles competitor, potentially claiming a major title, while the Usos focus on rebuilding their tag team legacy. This shift will introduce new rivalries and challenges as both factions navigate their evolving roles. Fans can expect intense confrontations and strategic alignments as the Usos and Solo Sikoa battle for prominence within the faction, creating compelling storylines and dramatic twists. 3. Roman Reigns sets his sights on a major title unification **** with the enhanced strength of the bloodline. Roman Reigns will set his sights on unifying the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with the Universal Championship. His return to the top of the WWE hierarchy will be marked by a relentless pursuit of this goal, aiming to solidify his dominance as the undisputed champion. The presence of Jacob Fatu and Rikishi will provide Reigns with unprecedented support in his quest. The Enforcer will deal with any challengers attempting to thwart Reigns' plans, while Rikishi's influence will be used to manipulate and outmaneuver opponents. The Usos and Solo Sikoa will be tasked with defending the faction's honor and securing victories in high-stakes matches to ensure Reigns' path to unification remains clear. 4. The Bloodline faces an epic clash with a rival faction ***. As the Bloodline's dominance solidifies, a new faction will rise to challenge their supremacy. This rival faction, potentially led by a returning superstar with a vendetta or a collection of top-tier talent seeking to dethrone the Bloodline, will create the ultimate feud. This new faction will be characterized by their diverse skill sets and formidable leadership. The feud will escalate into a series of high-profile matches and personal vendettas, culminating in a major showdown at a premium live event. The Bloodline's newly formed alliance will face their toughest test yet, with stakes higher than ever before. The rival faction will expose weaknesses and exploit the tensions within the Bloodline, leading to unpredictable twists and dramatic confrontations. This storyline will captivate fans with its intensity, high-octane matches, and deep-rooted personal rivalries, driving the narrative of WWE programming. As the Bloodline saga unfolds post-Bash in Berlin 2024, the wrestling world will witness a transformative period marked by formidable new alliances, intense internal dynamics, ambitious title pursuits, and epic rivalries. Roman Reigns' strategic return, coupled with Jacob Fatu and Rikishi's involvement, will reshape the faction's landscape, setting the stage for thrilling developments and unforgettable moments in WWE. With the Usos and Solo Sikoa navigating their evolving roles and a new rival faction looming on the horizon, the next chapter in the Bloodline story promises to be one of the most captivating yet.